Howdy guys. Before you watch this video, I just wanted to go ahead and let you know I'm not real proud of this one. It turned out pretty sloppy. I did clean up a lot of mistakes I made during the mission within the round, but I did forget to do several things. One of the big things that I had forgotten to do last mission was some of the enemies on their spawn card have an enemy power. That means no matter what, they get a special enemy power, and I neglected to do that in the first mission. I noticed it right after I killed my first enemy that did have a power, and I had forgotten to give him a power, but I had drawn a power, and it wouldn't have made a difference in the mission. Then another thing I forgot to do is those gremlins have spine attacks that attack you all the time, and it's usually like half a turn later at the end of the round I remember, oh my gosh, I was supposed to do the spine attacks on myself. I think I missed a trapdoor or two. I went back and handled them. I missed one waypoint that opened a secret door, but if I had chosen not to go that way, it wouldn't have mattered. So a lot of the stuff comes out in the wash, but it was kind of sloppy, and I'm sorry about that. I feel it would be kind of a waste just to scrap the whole thing, because I did end up doing most of the corrections throughout the video. So just keep that in mind if you choose to watch this video. If not, I'll be back with Mission 3. Hopefully in the next 3 or 4 days, and it should be a lot cleaner. Alright, and thanks in advance for watching. We're picking up on Quest 2, A Menaced Kingdom. So real quick before we get started, I wanted to go ahead and let you know I did visit the Imperium between Quest 1 and Quest 2, and I bought some stuff. I had 150 gold. What I chose to buy was some projectiles for 30 gold, a longbow, I'll show you the cards when they come up, for 35, a spiked shield for 25, and a mace for 30, which totals 120. I had 150, so I have 30 left. And I have 3 soul stones left over from the previous mission, so we're building towards somebody else getting a level, which I'm really excited about. I've moved the artifact cloak that I found from the cleric to our archer, because my archer is level 2. If he dies, he would de-level, and that would mean I would end up losing 4 soul gems that it took me to level to 2. I would also lose the one that it would take me to resurrect, so that would cost me 5 soul shards. Whereas over here, if the preacher dies, it's only 1 to resurrect. So, not a big deal. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. A Menaced Kingdom, Introduction. The morning after the attack, Marcus directs the party to the leader of the city guard, a charming lady named Anne, to investigate last night's events. The heroes cannot help but notice they are under the scrutiny of the entire city, who eye them hopefully but warily. Captain Anne is no exception. And so, you are our saviors. I bear no prejudice upon you, and I hope the prophecy of the High Cleric comes true, but right now I have a city to rebuild, and hundreds of wounded or missing people to attend. Do you have any questions? Now see paragraph 1-2. So now we have to open up the Book of Secrets. Sorry, not 1-2, 2-1. Introduction. If you want to ask the Captain Anne about the attack, go to 2-2. I do. The attack began at the same time the High Priest was conducting the ritual in the temple, says Anne. The gremlins might have entered the town through the underground tunnels, hitherto unknown to us, but perhaps known to the underworld of our city. Go back to 2-1. If you want to ask about the men with strangely carved leather armor, go to 2-3. Those men, they probably belong to the Guild of Shadows, says the captain. It's a crime syndicate spread throughout the whole realm. Go back to 2-1. If you don't want to ask more questions, go to start the investigation. Start investigation directly, 2-4. Should you be willing to investigate this matter, you have my blessing. Any help is welcome at this moment, says Captain Anne. I would suggest you wait until dusk and start with Captain Jack Crow in the Black Pearl Tavern. He may give you some hints, but you'll have to be convincing. You should be careful. The city is still a dangerous place. But after all, you're heroes, aren't you? Good luck out there. The adventure begins. So we need to make it over to the story event, and we can't cross from here to here. So that's a little bit of a problem. So I need to move 1, 2, 3, 4. I also need to double check that symbol. I wonder if that symbol is kind of like a railing and I can shoot over it or not. That might be important. So I need to look at that symbol. I know it's a do not cross with your foot. It blocks movement only in one direction from the area where the blue scroll is printed. It does not block line of sight. So I can shoot through it. That's important for my archer. Alright, who am I going to activate first? Need all my soul gems flipped. I'm guessing maybe the priest. 1, 2, 3, dash. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I really don't want to move on to the story events quite yet. So I think our turn's just going to be movement. 1, 2, 3, and I think he's going to hang back. Alright, I think we are all set. So, without further ado, we end our turn. And then we will consult the event deck. I hope I didn't waste one turn. When the event deck runs out of cards, we lose. So hopefully I'm not wasting too much time by just moving forward that way. Read and apply the night event. Let me double check if it's night or day. I think it's supposed to be night or day. It starts with 5, which is night. So night, no additional effects. So we win at dusk. It is now nighttime, and that's going to stay in play. Alright, so nothing too bad. We didn't have to spawn any enemies. We moved up here. I feel pretty good about where we are. So, now what we have to do is take a new turn. And at this point, I think I'm ready to have some fun. I think I'm going to move my druid into that location. 1. Story event 1. So we can remove this from, well, I think we remove it from the map, or we put it on top of the deck. I have no idea. I have to consult the book. It says, Story Event 1, 2.7. The tavern is filled with mouth-watering scent of roasted meat. The smile on the lips of the landlord, however, fades as he notices the weapons hanging from your belts. Now, hanging from the belts of newcomers, he warns, strangers are always welcome. Be ye heroes or not, as long as they aren't here for trouble. If heroes ask about Jack Crow, yeah, we're direct. We're going directly to what we need to know. Warily, we ask about Jack Crow. Warily, the party approaches the counter, asking for Jack Crow. The face of the landlord darkens, and a voice resonates. You mean Captain Jack Crow? The heroes turn towards the voice, which comes from a group of shadowy figures with drawn weapons, who look anything but friendly. Among them stands a dark-haired man with fancy clothes, wielding a cutlass. Jack. Go to 210. The pirate's eyes the heroes and boldly continues. Heroes indeed, your reputation precedes you. I know you were looking for me, so tell Jack you are on a mission from the city guard. That's a law. Or chaos, which you can't do because we're not chaos. So we tell him that we're on a mission for the city guard. Go to 211. I don't think you're coming out of this alive. Slay them! He gives the order. Jack throws blinding powder in the eyes of the heroes, and then attack. Place a blue-blue raider. Place a blue-blue raider in the center of the city guard. Place a blue-blue raider in the center of the city guard. Place a blue-blue raider in the center of the city guard. Place a blue-blue raider in the center of the city guard. Place a blue-blue raider in the center of the city guard. Place a blue-blue raider in the center of the city guard. Place a blue-blue raider in the center of the city guard. Place a blue-blue raider in the center of the city guard. Place a blue-blue raider in the center of the city guard. Place a blue-blue raider in the center of the city guard. Place a blue-blue raider in the center of the city guard. Place a blue-blue raider in the center of the city guard. Place a blue-blue raider in the center of the city guard. Place a blue-blue raider in the center of the city guard. Place a blue-blue raider in the center of the city guard. Place a blue-blue raider in the center of the city guard. Place a blue-blue rai in the Story Event 1 area. And I believe he didn't actually come from the spawn deck, so we have to take the extra blue raider. And I'll just put it over here for now. If there are more than 3 heroes, spawn a green raider in the same area. Nope. When the blue raider dies, set him aside. Spawn number of players minus enemies. So 3 minus 1, 2. I have to spawn 2 enemies. We're going to spawn another green raider. He's over here. He's worth a soul shard, which I'm happy about. And a blue gremlin. Not so happy about that. So these are the 3 things I'm fighting. The active hero must make a save roll. Otherwise, they become blind. The active hero wants a star for her save. I get a shield. She is blind. Means every action I try to take for the rest of the turn, I have to try to save before I can do it. Immediately activate the blue raider. So the blue raider gets to activate. And his card for a blue raider... Oh, he's got a power in here. He's got a potion. He has one of these little charge symbols on his card, which means he has access to a potion, which he'll probably end up using later. Move to and engage with sword. If wounded, drink healing potion. So his sword is 2 blues and some extra abilities. His extra ability is lightning bolt. He dual wields. Luckily, he did not dual wield. He's only got 1 damage on there, plus he's got another 1 damage, so he hits for 2. I have an armor and an armor, because I have 1 from the shield and I have 1 from the studded leather. I take nothing. I'm like, that all you got? But I'm blind, so I'm like, hey, is that all you got, wherever you are? Alright, so, he's done. That wasn't so bad. He attacked immediately. Take the story event and set it aside. Doesn't look like it's going on top of the deck like I would like. That's unfortunate. Resume play until there are no more raiders. Okay, so since we're resuming play, I guess I've moved. I would like to attack him. And I don't need to heal anybody, so I'm going to focus it. And my 1 action is going to be attack, but I'm blind, so unless I roll a star, I'm not attacking. Okay, I don't attack. I'm blind. Blind goes away. Let me double check. I think blind goes away at the end of your turn. Blah, 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 blah. Otherwise, blind token at the end of the next hero turn. I believe this would go away, because the idea is you get blinded, then later your turn comes up. My turn is still going, so that one's kind of ambiguous. I believe that become blind, the next turn is the current turn. I think blind goes away now. I don't think I have to be blind for 2 turns, because if an enemy just had a turn and blind you, and then you come up, you would have 1 crappy turn, so I don't think you have to suffer 2 crappy turns for this. So I'm going to remove blind. Y'all can let me know if y'all disagree with that. But the idea is you have to spend 1 turn blind. I did spend a turn blind. I didn't get to attack him, which really sucked. And she is done. Alright, so now what we have to do is activate something. The encounter deck says, activate all engaged enemies. Oh crap, that's a horrible one. So activate all engaged enemies. So, if we're activating all engaged enemies, that means he gets to go again. We'll start with him. He's not wounded. He rolls to attack. He gets lots of lightning. He gets 2 hits. That gets absorbed. But the lightning means he gets to dual wield. He also attacks the same hero with a knife. The knife will apply poison too. And it does 2 damage. The 2 damage gets absorbed, but I do have poison 2 on me now. which kind of sucks. Next person we're going to activate is going to be that green guy. That green gremlin's going to attack this... Oh, sorry, not the green gremlin. The green raider. Where's a card for a green raider? I don't have the green raider card out yet. So let's get the green raider card out. They dominate the area, so he's going to get +1. He's also got aimed shot. So we got to put a token on his card. He can do aim shot once. So let's see. Attack with swords and move one area away. So attack with swords, and he's got dominance. Swords deal 2 red. And if he's got double lightning, he uses dirty tricks, which he does, and he hits for 2. So my armor absorbs 1. Then I roll the bash symbol and a hit. Those do not help me. So I take 1 damage. And he applies dirty tricks. He inflicts blind. And a critical. This is a bad day. Critical is a blue swirl, which I believe is stunned. Stunned. Skips his entire hero turn, forfeiting the activity, including reactions powered. So, although passive powers still work, discard the stunned hero token at the end of the next hero turn. I don't know if I still have to activate enemies. I'm guessing I do. Let me look in the book and see if there's more information on stunned. That one kind of sucked. Oh, after all that, he moves away 1 square. So at least when the blue guys attack, he's no longer dominating. So this blue gremlin is going to attack with 2 reds and -1 armor. So he gets a lot of lightning, which doesn't help him. He only does 1 damage, but my 1 armor's gone. So I have to roll to defend. I fail my defense, and now I flip, and I've taken 2 damage. I'm blind, I'm stunned, and I've taken 2 damage. It really sucks to be him right now. All right. Yeah. That was a really bad druid turn. I could take my cleric turn, but I'm sure that's going to suck pretty bad. So I think my archer will move up 1. That means my coins are probably going to get stolen. I will free action. Until end of next time phase, I can't be targeted. So I don't think I'm going to die. So I guess that's not worthwhile. So I move up, and now I want to hit that guy really hard. So I attack with a blue. I want to hit somebody really hard. So this gremlin is the most likely that I can put down, because he's only got 4 hit points. That guy's got 4 hit points, but -1 pierce, that's me. And then an armor, that's me. So that's not going to go over really well. I'm going to focus the attack and make it a critical. So I'm shooting my bow on that guy. This is a new bow, so we're hoping it turns out pretty well. 2 reds and a blue, a focused attack, and we're dominating. So focused attack, dominating. What else? Focused attack, dominating. It's going to apply a crit, which is going to be... looks like a blind. Let me double check the crit symbols. Yeah, blind. That's not as cool against enemies. But that's okay. So I hit 2 extra damage. I'm doing 4 damage plus No bash symbol, so none of it's lethal. But I could apply a crit, but I've already crit, so... Oh. Yeah, I've applied a crit. So I've done 4 damage. He dies. Which I think was pretty amazing. That was a pretty awesome turn. So he kills that guy. Straight up. And then 4 gold drops on the ground. This guy's dead, so I'll put him over here. So 10 gold drops on the ground. So we're already making money. Our next town visit's going to be good. Hopefully real good, because there's an armor I want that's 120. So that drops on the ground, and no one's here, so I'm going to use a free action to pick it up. I've attacked. I've used both my actions. I've used a free action. I can use as many free actions as I want, but there's nothing else to do, so I'm going to end my turn. My turn will produce this encounter. Activate all play enemies. There are no. Otherwise, activate 1 enemy. Which enemy do I want to activate? I'm going to guess the guy that's going to just shoot at me. Attack with a hand bow and move 1 away. Yeah. So he's going to attack with a hand bow, and he wants to attack the most wounded. And that's going to be the healer. So this could suck. Hand bow is 2 blues and 1 automatic damage. So 2 damage, and he takes away 2 armor because of the lightning bolt. So I get to roll 2 defense because I got 2 blue dice. Well, I have 3. One of them's a defense. A lightning bolt is a reroll. So I defend both of it. Feel pretty good about that. We've activated that guy. He's done. The healer takes his turn. His turn is he's stunned, which is do nothing. And he's blind, so at least the blind goes away without me having to roll anything. So that's good. This blind can go back in there. But now I have to activate enemies, and I did nothing. It's ridiculous. So the healer activates an enemy. Activate all wounded enemies. Otherwise, activate all enemies using their plus, regardless of range. Okay, this is going to suck. Move up to 2 areas towards the closest hero. Attack the closest hero within 2 areas with a hand bow. 1, 2. So he moves in. Now he attacks with a hand bow. And he's going to attack the most wounded, which is our healer, with 2 blues. Nothing. So he doesn't get rid of anything. I got 1 armor. Boom. That's good. The other guy's going to have to use his ranged one. The blue guy's ranged is move up to 2 areas and attack with the knife towards the closest hero. So he does 2 damage. I block the 2 damage, and I take on poison 2, but I already had poison 2, so I don't believe you can be poisoned beyond. I don't think you're allowed to stack poisons in the game. So I think we should go to effects and double check that, though. This is a grueling turn. If a hero already has poison 1 and suffers poison 2, the poison 1 effect is flipped to poison 2 side. When a hero suffers poison 1 or 2, he becomes poisoned with the matching code. Okay. While it lasts, he must first suffer the amount of wounds equal to, then attempt a save roll. Otherwise, discard it. If he already has poison 1, okay, that makes sense. So my understanding is I don't get the poison because I'm already poisoned. But if I was at poison 1, I would have to move up to poison 2. So, now we do the event. Draw a trap card and apply its effects starting from the active hero's location. That was this guy that did nothing. So, draw a trap card. Save. Unless saved, each hero within 2 suffers 1 HP and becomes KO'd. This is great. I need a star. Nope. So everybody's KO'd. which is going to be problematic because we can't use our armors while KO'd. So let me find the KO'd hearts for everybody. I don't see any KOs, so KO'd, KO'd, KO'd. And everybody suffers 1. 1, 1, 1. During the time phase, this flips over. I take 1 damage, so now this goes to 2. After I take 1 damage, this flips to a 1. And I get to roll a save. If I pass, the poison goes away. I needed a star. It didn't happen. I really hate trying to save in this game. It's our turn. I believe... Let's look up KO'd for heroes. Remain KO'd until a dash or 1 movement point is spent. So while you're KO'd, you can't perform combat activities. So what I think I'm going to do is I need to get somebody up, and I need that archer. I need that raider dead. So I'm going to use a get up action. So that's my movement. Then I'm going to use heal on myself for my action, which will take away 2. And now I'm going to attack that raider. I know I'm probably not going to kill him, but I'm doing what I can. Well, that's pretty nice. Lots of bash symbols. And 2 lightnings. Okay, I'm probably going to kill him. I do 1, 2, 3, 4. That was an awesome roll. 4 damage. So I have 4 damage coming in. Plus I have 2 lightning bolts, which turns it into 6 damage. 6 damage coming in at that raider. He has 1 armor. He doesn't have any defense dice. He's gone. And he drops 10 gold on the ground. After dropping 10 gold on the ground, he gives us a soul shard, so somebody's leveling up next turn, most likely. Unless they're all wounded, then I'm not going to level somebody that's really wounded. That would be silliness. That went really well. Super excited about that. Now we're going to activate enemies. Activate 3 enemies. Shuffle the encounter deck with this deck with the discard pile, and then discard this card. So, I'm going to do that. Activate 3 enemies I can't. I'm going to have to activate the one standing over my shaman, and she's going to get hit hard because all she has is defense dice, because she's on the ground, so she can't use any of her shields. Sorry, any of her armors. So that really sucks. Alright, so the big guy's going to attack with swords. He hits for 3 and 1 lightning bolt. And I have a total of 2 blues I get to roll. So I'm about to take a really hard hit. So I take 2. And I am almost dead. When poison happens, I will be dead. That's encouraging. I think she's dead and there's nothing I can do about it. If the healer hadn't already went, I might be able to save her. This guy's targeting priority is most wounded. Yeah, that's fun. Okay, so clearly she has to go next. So, what's she going to do? Use items. I wonder, that's a free action. So she's going to use 1 movement to stand up. Now her movement gone. She's going to drink this potion that I forgot about. So this potion is now gone, but it heals for 4. That's a free action. She's back in good shape. And I forgot to flip everybody's dials. But we can tell from who's standing up and who's not. So she is now in good shape, and she's going to live. I'm pretty happy about that. I think she's pretty happy about that. And I'm going to go ahead and smack this guy. And why not make it focused? So I don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore. Trying to keep all my discards in one area. I don't need that anymore. And I get to attack with 3 blues, and I'm going to make it focus so it adds +1. So that is... Oh wait, I don't attack with 3 blues. Yes, I do. I attack with 3 blues and a red. Because my new weapon. Oh wow, this is going to hurt. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because of the +1 coming in. Wow, that's an amazing weapon. So I have 5 damage coming in, plus a lightning bolt, which lets me re-roll 1 hit dice. Let's re-roll this one that didn't do anything. And it still didn't do anything. So 5 coming in at that guy. He's got 5 hit points, -1 from blunt, so now it's 4. Then he has an armor. Now it's a 3. So 3 damage coming in on him. Yes, I know he has a healing potion. That's going to suck. If he activates, he's going to live. If he doesn't activate, he's dead. So I conclude my turn, and we will activate him. Activate all green enemies. Otherwise, all enemies attack with their closest... attack their closest hero with their offhand. Ugh, stupid poison. So he attacks for 2, doesn't do anything, but it does have the poison effect, so it does that. So when they attack with their offhand... Oh, they attack with their offhand. They don't go through their priority list. So his 0 to 1 range is it wounded, use healing potion. So I don't think he's going to use his healing potion because that was just kind of a free attack, like being in combat. It wasn't that we activate the enemy. So he's still wounded. I know that one's kind of up for debate too, but it makes sense. They attack with their offhand. It doesn't say activate them. So I'm in good shape. The archer gets up, and the archer's like, hey bro. He moves in, and now I'm going to attack. So when I attack, I'm going to make it focused. I'm going to roll my dice, and let's go ahead and make it a crit. The crit is going to be blind. Really, I'm really looking for like things that lower health or stuff like that. But whatevs. So, well, looks like I rolled the dog symbol, so my arrows are gone. I really think the projectiles are kind of lame. That was 30 gold for nothing. Oh, but I do get to bash, so one of those becomes lethal. So he automatically takes 1. So now he's at 4. And that one's went away. He can't do anything on the lethal other than the glowing magical shields. So now we have 3 to contend with. He blocks 1 from his armor. Then I still do 2, which puts him at 6, which is way more than dead. The blue guy's dead. And now we don't have to draw a card for activating enemies. So now that he is down, what do we claim for killing him? We claim a treasure. Oh, when I was here, I used a free action to pick up the money. This is my money carrier. Now I drop a treasure here, and it needs to be at random, so let's shuffle these up, closing my eyes. Now I grab... Ooh, it looks like a treasure icon. So I get to draw a treasure. That treasure is heal 4 HP and remove all body conditions. So that's going in my bag slot. The bandages. That's pretty cool. And he provides us a gemstone. Somebody is leveling. The game round's going to be over, but first we got to figure out what happens. So now we go back to our storybook. Where's my storybook? So many books you have to use. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Go to 213. Oh. It's lame we didn't have to kill the other guys. Defeated, Jack surrenders to the heroes and agrees to tell them what they need to know while the other bandits fade away. Discard any enemies in play. Go to 215. The ones you look for, they live in the shadow, Jack sighs. Yet they often patrol the underground entrance to the city. Let me make sure I put those other guys in the right spot. Yeah, because of spawn gate. Okay, yet they often patrol the underground entrance to the city. What you're looking for is a sewer gate at the border of the city. Here's a map. There's a secret underground passage in the cellar of the tavern. Go ahead. I'm sure that if you stick your nose around there, 'twill be they find you first. Farewell. A strained, quick movement distracts the heroes, and then Jack is no longer in the tavern. The heroes, with a strong feeling there is something more than meets the eye to that pirate, look at the map. Areas containing waypoint 1 and 2 are now considered to be adjacent. 1 and 2. Oh, on the map I should have left those flipped. I don't think those are hidden. So let me double check the storybook. Waypoint 1 and 2. Okay. So waypoint 1 and 2 are now considered to be adjacent. So waypoint 1 is here. Waypoint 2 is there. And then this one should be flipped. And I think that's it. So now they're considered to be adjacent. Remove the dog spawn gate from the quest. Open the star spawn gate. I believe that's this one. Open the shrine on 10A. I believe that's this. If the party has fought against Jack Crow, go to 216. Okay, more reading. The landlord, looking at what happened to his tavern, congratulates the hero. Well done, strangers. Few people have the courage to face Jack and his crew. But now, you look tired. Do you wish to rest at my tavern? As a special treat, I can offer you a clean room and some good food for 10 crowns. I don't know if I'm going to lose anything. So there's a time frame. I don't want the time being changed, so I'm going to skip his offer. Let's see what would have happened. Discard 10 crowns, discard all body conditions, return all heroes to full health, refresh all powers. Each hero may visit the tavern and emporium by discarding 5. Oh, that would have been cool. Discard the story 1 event previously set aside. Otherwise, place the story event that was set aside on top of the event deck. Oh, I get 2 free turns, basically. Well, not 2 free turns, but at the end of this turn, which is right now, I'm going to discard this, so nothing's going to spawn. That's pretty nice. Next turn, I've already drawn a trap card and it flies its effect. I don't have to redo that either. So we're in good shape. I bought myself 1 turn by not doing that. But during the time phase, I'm at poison 2. This girl will take a damage, and she'll roll her save that she's used to failing, but she passes it this time because she got her star, and that stupid poison's gone. So I'm happy about that. This power flips. This power flips. And I think we're in pretty good shape. Alright, that goes back in the bucket. And I think we had an excellent go there. That went really well. And there's a chest behind that wall. I kind of want to get that chest. To bash a door, we're going to look into bashing doors, how that works. I would really like to, in this new round, to get that chest. Although I know I'd be wasting a little bit of my timer. So I'm kind of mixed about that. And there's a monster back there. Do we need the money? I'm not sure how badly we need the money. Oh, during time phase, somebody gets to level. The person with the most defense right now is my druid. Because of the armor and the body armor. And she's got 5 hit points, he's got 6, he's got 5. I think we're going to go ahead and level our druid. So that's going to get us to 1, 2, 3, 4. We're paid because it's level that you're trying to get times 2. Or is it squared? I think it's the level squared. So let's look up soul gems and leveling. I did this last time. I know it's 4 to level. I just don't remember if it's times 2 or squared. So I kind of want to know that, just because. Because my ultimate goal is I want to get her level 3 so she can get bear form. I think she's going to be amazing when she has bear form. Enemy turn. Hero card, fighting style, terrain, hero turn, soul nature, 19. Maybe that's going to be what we need. Soul nature, hero cards, soul storm, soul points. Yeah, it's squared. So to get rank 3, she needs 9 gems. But we're going to go ahead and level to rank 2. So now she has 2 actions she can do each turn. So just like the archer, she gets to do 2 things every turn. So that's amazing. And she gets a cool little talent. Really wish she got enough power. Each time you save, you perform a save, roll 2 dice. That's pretty amazing. Runner, I can move faster. No. Automatically succeed at a save roll and then go into cooldown. That's cool. I'm going to go with the one for extra hit points. Once she's a bear... hold on. Let me read the bear, because I need to know if that will apply to bear form. Claws. Okay, I'm going to have to go get her ability, because I don't want to buy an ability that doesn't matter. So let's see what happens for bear form. It's a bear thing. If an enemy... You become bear form. You must return to hero. You become bear form. You must return to hero form if there are no enemies in play. Or when you desire. Okay, here's all the stuff. Each time you become bear form, you must follow these rules. Place and keep the other side of this sheet. Place this over your other sheet. Place 1 power on wild charge. Drop all items in your bag. Hero, artifact, armor, and power cards remain on your sheet but cannot be used, and their effects must be ignored until you return to human form, unless differently indicated. In the case of when you leave bear form and you become a ghost soul. When leaving bear form, discard any of the power stuff, unless otherwise noted. What are the hit points for this guy? Soul rank plus soul rank hearts. So it has to be based on your other hearts. So it's like plus soul rank hearts. You gain more hearts. So this toughness would have to still be useful for bear form. So I'm going to take toughness. So, if you want to see the card that I was looking at. See, it says plus soul rank hearts. So that's going to be useful. That means you already have some normal amount of hearts. So this, my ruling is this matters because that seems really cool. Not because it seems really cool, but it makes sense. That's how many hearts you have. When you change into bear form, you gain some hearts. So you'd have to gain them past that. And here's the back that has all the rules for bear form. But it says, empower cards remain with their hero sheet but cannot be used. And their effects must be ignored until you return to bear form. So, that just makes no sense. I think toughness is a passive that's your hit points. You gain that many hit points. I'm going to house rule that toughness works. Well, I'm not sure if it's a house rule. Let me know what y'all think. I think toughness should work. But regardless, even if later I decide no it doesn't, at least this gives her more durability so she doesn't die. She's got 7 hit points at least while in human form. Now we're ready to do some stuff. I kind of want to get that door open, but I'd really like to succeed at the mission. So I'm going to go ahead and double check my map. Looks like I don't get enemies till I get way over here. So we're kind of just like moving fast through everything. I think we have the time to open a locked door. So, although the trap could really suck. But I'm going to do it. Enough debating. That door is opening. Actions, treasure, structures, card decks, time phase, heroes, activities. Open normal doors. So that's on page 23. Bash a chest or locked door. A hero not engaged in combat in front of a door can bash open the door by spending an action. Once done, draw a trap card. Okay. It's happening. I want to see what's on the other side of that door. He takes up his big hammer and he smashes it. That uses his action. Now he can't heal himself. Now we draw a trap card. Alarm. Draw and resolve 1 additional encounter card during the next enemy turn. Well, if that enemy's dead, it won't matter. Let's hope we can get him dead. We get to spawn an enemy. That enemy is a single enemy. That single enemy is going to be something green. No. But it's another guy that gives money and shard. So I'm for that. But he's blue. He's going to take a little while to kill. So I move forward. And I'm going to attack. I can't make it focused. But I do get to attack. Oh my. Oh, that's not as good as it looked. 1, 2, 3, -1 because it's blunt, -1 because of the armor. I do 1 hit point to him. That's my turn. That means he's going to get 2 actions. His first action, probably, encounter. Activate all engaged enemies. Okay, so he's going to activate. So he's going to attack with, he's the blue version. He's going to attack with a sword. Lots of lightning, which means he's going to get to use the knife as well. So he does 1 damage, 2 damage. So I absorb 1 with my armor. And now I roll a blue one. I dodge it completely. But he got 2 lightning, so he attacks with the knife. They do 2 damage. I absorb 1. I block the other. But I do take poison. Oh, it's poison 1. I gave myself poison 2 earlier. Whatevs. Poison 1. Okay, now we have to draw another encounter. Activate all enemies in a state of full health. That's that guy. So the first thing he's going to do is he's going to attack me with his awesome sword. 2 hits, No lightning. So all I gotta do is defend that. So I roll 1 die. I defended it. We're good, because I have my auto-absorb. That was pretty scary. Now, let's see. The person that's going to go next, let's see if I have line of sight to him from here. Yeah, because this doesn't block. This is non-blocking. So I have line of sight to him. But he's not outnumbered. But if I focus and I shoot with a crit, or I can give up one of my dice, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus my attack. I'm going to attack him. And we're going to go ahead and, let's see. I got to do 5. There's no way I'm doing 5. But at least I can move that way and start getting us towards where we need to be. So I'm going to shoot him. And it's focused. If I move 1, 2, it could have another +1. I really don't think I'm going to push enough damage to kill him. But let's go ahead and make it a crit too. So I'm attacking, it's +1, and it's a crit. I guess 1, 2. Now he's being dominated. So now I get another +1. And since I've done my +1 and my other +1, and it's a critical, and the critical is going to be hopefully not something lame, KO'd. He can't use his armor. That makes things a little bit better. So it's going to do full damage. Okay, so that's 2, 3, 4. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt gets me another damage. He's KO'd. He can't defend against any of it. He takes 5. Pop! And he's gone. He drops, ooh, a treasure. Oh, wait. No, but it says Blue Raider. So there's 2 Blue Raiders. He drops, he's just the Blue Raider, not the Blue Raider. Blue Raider is the one we killed. And something else I think I might have been messing up. Let me check the rule book. There's a little symbol with a power on his card. Does that mean he has a power? Or does that mean that does he start with a power? I need to go look at reading that card. So if so, we need to draw a power for him before I kill him, because that might have affected if he lived. So we gotta go look at enemy cards. Don't think that would have mattered much, except for that final enemy in Act 1 might have had power. So hero cards, activities, let's look at reading an enemy card. Which means the Blue Raider would have had 2 powers. That would have had an effect, but we're still pretty early in the game, so I think we're good. Enemy assignment, gates. Many enemies use these power. Okay, enemy power. Many enemies use these power. When present, they indicate one or more power icons located in the top upper hand section. Enemies may also gain powers from shadows. So I believe when we draw enemies that have that symbol, from now on we have to give them powers. So this was the just straight up Blue Raider, not the Blue Raider. And oh, he doesn't have a power. One of the Green Raiders has a power. So let me check the book and see which Raider I was supposed to put in the deck. I think both. So I think we're good. The only thing that would have mattered is when we killed the Blue Raider, he had a power. I wonder what the captain power would have been. If this enemy deals damage with any of its weapons, it heals 2 HP to itself. If that's what I had, that would have had an effect on the fight. I'm not moving back, but we're moving forward with everything. I'll reshuffle this. And from now on, when we fight enemies, we're going to have to pay attention to that symbol because some of these green raiders have a power. So we're going to have to draw powers for some of the enemies. So that was just something I missed on the cards. So that was my archer. I've done everything I can with my archer. And I'm going to move with my... Oh, we don't have to activate any enemies because they're dead. But I'm going to move with my shaman. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd get line of sight if I move there. And then lots of... I'm going to wait to get line of sight. So I'm done. Now the encounter happens, which that was our last free turn. So that happens, and now we move into a new turn. New turn, this poison's going to hit me, so I take 1 damage, and it fades away. Nobody else is poisoned. I think we're in pretty good shape. The archer is going to activate first. This comes out of time lapse. So the archer is going to activate. I'm going to bash the chest. And then I will pick up the contents of the chest, which is 100 gold. So I believe that's a free action to pick stuff up. So I get to find out what that is. So I have a ton of gold. Now I have just my move action left. 1, 2, 3. Archer's done. Priest is going to go, or cleric. 1, 2, 3, dash. Alright, I haven't done anything with the hit points. I know this is going back, but I don't want to debate back and forth of if I should be using toughness or not. I'm going to save toughness for somebody else. So for her, we're going to go at the beginning of each quest, we get a buddy. No, I guess I'll leave it. I can't decide. I think the hit points would be better served on somebody that's going to be around. Activate at the beginning of the quest. When attacking. See, a lot of these, it's like, would it even matter in bear form? Like each time you perform a save roll, roll 2 dice instead of 1. But how does that say, unless otherwise no? Oh, it's a talent. So I think we're good because it's a talent. Because it doesn't say power. Let me check the card one more time. Sorry to get distracted on this. It does not say talent. And I believe the other ones are powers. I don't know if they're talent powers. We're leaving it. I can't debate on this for 20 minutes. I'll look into it and I'll change it after I do some research if it turns out that I can't do what I think I can do. So now it's our turn. And I guess she's going to go up and battle whatever that is. So her turn's going to be... I guess she will use her heal as her action. Her action is heal, so she can heal 1 off this guy, 1 off herself. It's an AoE for everybody standing in her cell. So she didn't heal my archer, but she healed herself. That was her first action. 1, I'm in line of sight of this, so we get to find out what it is. It's 1 enemy. That enemy is going to be a blue gremlin that's worth a soul gem. So that gremlin's here. And I'm going to move forward. 1. Sorry, I've already moved 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to attack with my 1 and 3 blues. It's an awesome weapon. And I deal 1, 2, 3, a star, and a bash. I'm going to use my star to re-roll any hit dice. Sorry, not my star, my lightning bolt. So I'm putting in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage on that guy. He has -1 to slash. Boom, he dies. But since he's blue, he's got his attack everybody for 2 damage. Oh, let's make sure he didn't have a power. That one has a power. We have to pull the power right now. All attacks inflict -1 armor. And if he gets a dog symbol, it becomes an AoE. So that's his power. It does not affect whether he lives or not. He still dies. He drops 1 soul stone on the ground. And we claim it. That was pretty awesome. So my characters are pretty strong right now. I don't know how that weapon's only 30 gold. But, you know, you visit the town. I guess sometimes you don't roll or you get unlucky and people take your coins or something happens, but things are going pretty good. So we don't have to activate any enemies. But we do have to draw an event. Until next time phase, heroes cannot use their star abilities. None of my characters even have a star ability on their weapon, so that's awesome. 2 to 3 players. Spawn, number of players minus enemies. That's a lot. So we're going to spawn a green guy with no power. We're going to spawn a green gremlin with no power. And we're going to spawn another green gremlin with no power. And this is our turn. So that's coming at us. And that's pretty scary. So we need some of those to be dead before our turn, because we do not want to get swarmed. And, yeah, being swarmed sucks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go help. So I'm activating my archer first. My archer is going to use my movement. 1, 2, 3. I am going to attack one of the green guys, the one that's worth the soul stone, because why not? Alright, so I am back. I believe my archer went 1, 2, 3 over here, so I'm just trying to point out a mistake. When I bashed this chest, I should have triggered a trap. The cleric had already left, so we're good. It would have just been the archer would have been affected by a trap. Let's find out what it was. No trap effect. So I went back and I fixed my problem. But luckily I pulled no trap effect, so it's not going to have any effect on my mission. Now when I paused the video last, I just moved my archer up 1, 2, 3, and he's getting ready to attack. Now he's going to attack with his bow. 1 and 2 of these, and he's going to focus it. And I'm not going to do anything other than focus because I'm planning on using twin arrows and popping somebody else. So I'm focusing my first attack on that guy. That means +1 damage. And I rolled a damage, a damage, a damage, and a lightning bolt. So that's an extra damage. It's just a ton of damage. And I dropped the one that has the soul gem. So he has no defenses, so he just dies. So this guy's gone, and we get a soul gem. Now, I'm going to use my second action to activate twin arrows. Once per turn, when you perform an attack with a bow, perform an extra attack with a bow against another enemy. And we're going to go ahead and target that guy. 1, 2, I'll use 1 lightning bolt for 3 damage. It's 3 damage. He's got no defenses. Gremlin's dead. This bow is awesome. I can't believe it's only 35 gold. So I popped him, and 5 gold drop on the ground. And of course now I have to activate enemies. So when I activate, I pull, and I get activate all red enemies, otherwise activate the lowest one. The lowest one's that one guy that's left. He's at range 1, so that means he's going to hand bow, then move a 1 away. He can't move 1 away. Hand bow does 1 plus 2 blues. So he's going to hand bow the closest target. Oh, he actually chooses the most wounded target. I guess that's my archer, and they're not hindered by line of sight. The hand bow, it doesn't say anything about range. So I think we moved through the priority list though. So he's 1 away. He's going to choose the person in this cell that meets those requirements. So he's going to use the hand bow and her. And that's going to be 2 blue dice. I don't know if I've already rolled them. I don't think I have. So that's 1 damage and a star, so that's nothing. So 2 damage coming in. There's no lightning bolt. I absorb 2, 1 with the shield, 1 with the armor, and we're good. My archer is done. Let's see. My shaman moved up and made them visible. No, my shaman hadn't done anything. What did my shaman do? My archer was the first person to activate because we had spawned all that. Now we get to activate somebody else. The person I'm going to activate is going to be my shaman. Well, the druid can't make it to the door and open it. So I think what we're going to have to do is, not the druid, the priest, the cleric can't make it to the door and open it. So he's going to do 1, 2, 3, dash. And he's going to attack with his hammer, which is 2 reds, 2 blues. And he can't focus, unfortunately, because he used a dash. He attacks, hit, his lightning bolt. He can KO the target, so he knocks him down with his lightning bolt. And that's all I got. But that's 2 damage because now he can't defend against it because he's knocked down. He can't use his armor value. That's decent. His turn's done. I really wanted to open that door, but we can do that in a minute. Now it's draw a bad guy turn. To draw the bad guys, activate 1 enemy, otherwise spawn 1 enemy. So he's done. Activate the enemy. He will get up and attack with swords. Swords are for green, 2 reds. That's 2 damage and 2 lightning bolts. So he's going to Dirty Tricks. Dirty Tricks is a blind and a crit. So he becomes blind and he gets crit. His crit is just a green, 1 damage. So 1 damage immediately comes in. We'll just flip this to a 2. Now he's got to defend against 2 damage. And 1 goes away. And then he rolls his defense. Doesn't get anything. So he takes a 2nd damage. And that is the cleric's turn. Alright, I'm back. I'm going to have to pick up where I left off. And I had to rewatch. My cleric had just went. He did 2 damage to that guy. And he got hit and got blinded. And we have 1 person left to go. And that's my druid. And I really want to get through that door. But it looks like he's got -1 pierce. He's still got 2 left. I want to make sure I knock him down. But if I do knock him down, that's not going to leave me with anything to get that door open. Because it's going to take an action that will still set off a trap. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to move our druid forward 1. And we're going to go ahead and be focused so that we will kill this guy, hopefully. So if I'm focused... Well, hold on. I'm already getting +1 due to being in the same cell. So I don't think I need to focus. I'm going to save an action to open that door. And she's level 2. Oh, she has 2 actions. I don't have to save an action. I can be focused. And I can still have an action left to open that door. So let's see how this goes. It's going to be 3 blues and 1 red with my hammer. And I'm already at +2. As long as I get 1 hit, he's down. Oh wow, I got one hit. One hit and a lightning bolt. Reroll one hit die. I don't have any hit die. I only have... I think... I'm not sure if these count as hit die, because they're also defense die. But I believe on this point they're actually hit die, because these are the hit die that I'm rolling. So, not that it matters, but I'm going to go ahead and stop and look that up, because it's going to matter in the future if I can re-roll that. Actions, dash, dice, save. Trying to look for what the dice count as. Probably going to be combat, where I can use my surges to get rerolls. Movement, save, evade. Attack dice, attack / defense. So it should be any die. So I'm going to go ahead and re-roll my hit die. Now I overkilled him. And that's 4 damage. He's got 1 armor. He is dead. So I'll get my dead guy. I'll just put him right there. And he dropped 5 gold on the ground when he bit it. I'll use free actions to... Actually, I'm just going to leave the gold on the ground, because my archer is the guy that carries the gold. Now with my free action, I'm going to knock open that door. And when not my free action, I had a second action left. So I'm going to open that door. That's going to set off a trap. That trap's going to be, unless save, each hero within one area suffers 1 HP per soul rank divided by 2 and fire 2. She better save. Come on. Yeah, star. She saved. So, unless save, each hero within 1. So, I don't believe each hero. Let me go look at trap, just to see how that works. I think when it says it that way, she saved it, so the trap didn't go off. Unless save. Traps. Items, fighting styles, combat, movement, hero turn, terrain, area. When open a door, trap card is detailed in the next section. Traps. Save rolls must be performed by all heroes within the area. So I'm doing that one wrong. So she's good. And now he saves. And he failed his save, so he suffers 1 damage and fire 2. He is beat up pretty bad. Oh, he's almost dead. He's at 4. And he's going to suffer fire 2. He has 6 health. He's going to almost be dead on his turn. Luckily, he's not dead, because that would suck. Now, at the end of the turn, we take this card and we put it here. Now, we're in refresh phase. We refresh this. During the time phase, he takes 1 more damage. He's at 1 health now, because he has 5 health on him. And he's blind. Blind means he has to roll to take actions. So that's really bad for him. I think before we access that story event, we need to heal him. So the first person to take their action this turn is going to be the healer. And he's going to save and try to perform an action. So every time you try to do something, you have to roll a save. So he's going to roll, he needs a star. He failed to take his action, so he was going to heal himself. Otherwise, I guess he moves 1, 2, 3, 4. Staying in this save area. It doesn't say you can't move to these areas like it does on these. So that's where he's going to move, so he's doing something. And we don't have to do anything for the bad guy turn. But I didn't completely think that out. Because now she's going to have to go 1, 2... Oh wait, he didn't even roll to move. He's got to roll to move. Let's see if he can succeed on moving. He can't. His turn is just stand there. Then blind goes away. Now what we have to do is the cleric needs to get healed, otherwise he's going to die. And I don't want to lose the soul stone. So she's going to use her heal and heal everybody 1 in her area. That takes off 1 wound from him, keeping him from death. And then she will... I really want to move forward to that story event. If he ends up dying, he ends up dying. We've got a res right there. We're just going to move for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're now in this story event. Oh, 2 to move out of it. I don't know how this works, because it's 2 to move out of it, but 2 to move into this one. So, 1, 2. I'm guessing I can't move into there, because it's going to take me 4 movement to get to that square. So, I think we're kind of stuck. So, I guess I might as well go 1, 2, 3, 4, and use my action to search. And it looks like Lightning Bolt gets a treasure, Star gets a bag. I don't know, when you search, do you get a trap when you search? I need to find out. Terrain, structure, what are the actions we can take? Traps, elements, game sequence, event phase. Soulstorm, soul rank, engaging, evade, actions, search, seek treasures. Let's go find out what search is. Must be in the same area as the token. When searching, roll a red die, the result indicated. Any die other than the result means nothing is found, because it's not possible to search a token more than once. So we roll a red die, and somewhere I put that token. Oh, it's back over there. We rolled 2 hits. A hit is nothing, so that was a waste of an action. That search is gone. We didn't get anything. Alright, now my hunter needs to move. So I bet we're probably going to end up spawning something. But the hunter's going to move 1, 2, free action, pick up some coins. Three, 4, and we're done. Now we're going to see what that event is. If that event is enemies, we're in big trouble. So, let's pull it out. Roll a blue die and apply apply the results. If we roll a shield, all heroes and enemies heal 1 HP. If we roll a damage, all heroes and enemies suffer 1 HP. The number of HP is equal to the act number. This is bad. Oh, shield! Yes! He heals 1 HP. It's not as bad as I thought. Whew, I thought he was dead. We're in good shape. And that means we don't have to spawn anything either. So, this is just really good. So, now we do the time phase. My heal comes back. This guy loses his fire, but takes another damage, so he's taken 4 damage. And now we're moving forward with our turn. I really don't want him to be standing on the square of the spawn for whenever something happens here. So he's going to move 1, 2, and use an action to heal himself 2. And that will be his turn. The next person that's going to go is going to be the druid. The druid's going to spend 1, 2 actions to get here and do the story event. Let's go find out what that story event entails. Oh, gotta stop real quick to plug in the camera. Don't want my phone dying on me. Just realized the cord wasn't in. It should be charging now. So, back to where we were. The cleric just went. The shaman just went 1, 2 to get into that square. And now we activate the story event 2 to see what that is. So story event 2 is 219. So we need the Book of Secrets. I don't know what I did with the Book of Secrets. I have nope, that's not the Book of Secrets. I hadn't played in a little while, so we have to locate the Book of Secrets. Hopefully it's not in a secret location where I can't find it. No Book of Secrets here. No book. No book. No book. Ah, it's on the table. 219, Story Event 2. As heroes entered the underground area, they realize they're not alone. A man wearing an outfit they saw during the attack on the city appears at the end of the tunnel and calls out, "The Shadow Guild likes not unexpected visitors. This will be your grave." As he speaks, he drops a long leather leash, releasing a large gremlin with spirited eyes, and moves away down the corridor. At the same moment, an iron gate falls from the ceiling, isolating the room, while other gremlins emerge from the walls. The heroes immediately realize they must annihilate these beasts to follow the man to his hiding place. Place a red gremlin in the Story Event 2 area. Ooh, the red ones are scary. Let me go find him. And this time we'll remember to give him his powers. He gets 1 power. So we get a red gremlin that has a power. I wonder what his power will be. Enemy power. All attacks against this enemy cause 1 less damage. That's unfortunate. We get a red gremlin, so I'm going to get his card out. And I don't have any raiders, so I can move them away. Note, when the red gremlin dies, remove it from the quest. If there are more than 3 heroes, spawn 1 gremlin in the story area. Spawn number of players minus gremlins up to a max of 3, placing 1 in each area on the map 6A. Hold on, was there supposed to be a door? No, on the one labeled 6A. Oh, 1 in each area. So I gotta place a red gremlin. Go person A will get 1. Clockwise, starting with the top left. So we need to place a... placing 1, okay. Gremlins up to max in clockwise order. And it's a gremlin, but it doesn't tell me if they're supposed to be blue or the green. So I guess I'll do that randomly. So let me pull just the gremlins. So I gotta reshuffle the deck anyway when we're ready to spawn. But we need just gremlins. And it looks like I'm gonna need 2 because they have to equal the players. This is gonna keep me busy. Alright, so we now have those gremlins. And it looks like we're getting a blue without a power, followed by a blue with a power. His power in each time phase healed 2 to itself. He's got regeneration. That's going to be a little bit nasty. And that is this one here. There needs to be a way to mark him as having an extra power. Really, I'm not sure there's a way to do that. So what I'm going to do, I know he doesn't have fire 2, but I'm going to put a soul stone on him, reminding me he's worth a soul stone. And to just let me know he's the one with the power up. So this is the one with the power up that has regeneration. But he's only got 4 health. Okay. It is still the shaman's turn. So the shaman is going to attack. And she's going to make it focused. So I'm going to attack with all these dice and hope I roll something really good. Oh yeah. So I got a lightning bolt. I got 3 hits and a shield and a lightning bolt. I can go ahead and stun him. So let's figure out what stun does, and I can re-roll one of my dice. So let's first go ahead and re-roll a die. Let's roll this one that didn't get a hit. And it looks like it's still a shield. So, stunned. A stunned enemy skipped its next activation. So that's pretty sweet. Now let's deal with the damage. So I got 4 damage going at him. So 1, 2, 3, 4 total. Let's see what he does. All attacks against the enemy are -1 damage. So that one's gone. He gets 1 shield. That one's gone. Now he rolls 2 blue defense dice. Another one's gone. So we only scored 1 damage on him. You know, I thought I was doing pretty good, but that feels kind of lame now. So 1 damage goes in on him. And I am done. Now we have to activate enemies, unfortunately. The cleric's not in real good shape. So enemies, activate all purple enemies. Otherwise, activate the highest enemy. And this kind of works in our favor, because he's stunned. He has to skip his turn. Oh, wait. Let's double check what stun means. I thought it meant something different for players. It skips its next activation. Once done, discard the token. That's pretty sweet. So the enemy just went, although now he's not stunned anymore, so now he's going to hit me pretty hard. It is our turn. We get to take action with our hunter. I really want to put this guy down, although I'd like to level that cleric too. And this guy heals 2 at the end of every turn, so I might be able to kill that guy. But I think I'm going to go fairly hard at this guy that doesn't heal. And then I'll save an action to activate against somebody else. So I'm going to roll my 1 red, my 2 blues. You know what? Actually, I'm going to move here. So we are dominating this area, which gets me an extra +1. I think I really got to put this guy down, or at least put a whole lot of damage into him. So we're going to go with making it a crit. That's one of my actions. And I'm going to make it so that I can't be a legal target in the next phase, because I don't want to lose any of that gold. And that's free. But the crit is going to be... I'm also going to focus. So the crit is -1 armor. So -1 armor, and I'm focused. And now we roll our attack. Ooh. Hit, hit, hit. So focus, dominating. The weapon automatically does 1. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I threw 6 at this guy. And he has 1 armor, which I've nullified. His special power is he takes 1 of these away. So 1 of them's gone. So I have 5 coming in at him. He rolls defense. If he rolls really poorly, I can kill him. He doesn't. So he takes off 2. but he still takes 3. So he's almost down. So that helps a lot. So until next time phase, I can't be targeted. So now we have to activate enemies. Activate all enemies with the F symbol. Otherwise, the active hero must shift one used power back 1 time frame. That actually worked really well for us. So he's got to shift a power back, but that's not a big deal. And we're done. I need to kill this guy. I need to put 2 damage in on him. Oh, sorry. At the end of the turn. What were we supposed to do with that story event? I need to know what we did with the story event, because it might be on the deck. If it's on the deck... Oh, I didn't finish doing everything. Spawn the gremlins. Place a locked door connecting... Okay. I should have kept reading. Place a locked door there. Open the shield spawn gate. Remove the star spawn gate. Place the story event revealed side up on the story deck. So it's revealed side up. The turn ends. The card goes away. So we're actually in really good shape. We're moving our time frame. During the timer, this will rotate. This heel will flip. And over here, I think we're pretty good. I can't guarantee a crit in this attack. But I kind of want to go ahead and attack with my hunter. Can kind of send almost everything at him. I'm not going to be at a crit this time. But I guess it's better to move the priest. The priest is the one that's feeling pretty bad. So the priest will move up. He will heal himself. So now he's fully healed. And then he's going to make an attack with 2 red and 2 blue at the red guy. So 1, going to go ahead and KO him. Then I'm going to do 3 total, because the 2 lightning bolts will get me another 2. So I'm throwing 3 at him. 1 goes away because of his special power. He can't use his armor, so he has to roll 2 blues. He doesn't roll an armor. He takes 2. He dies. When he dies, we get 2 little baggies on the ground and 2 soul stones. I'm super excited. That was a really good turn. And he can finally level to level 2. That's going to be beneficial. Alright. Let me check the camera. Still recording. We're in good shape. Now we have to pull an enemy card. The enemy card is going to be activate all squiggle enemies. Otherwise, activate 2 enemies. Activate 2 enemies. We know who those are going to be. Let's go ahead and activate the lame guy first. And the red guy is removed from game. Okay, so the lame guy, or the normal guy, is moving up. And his thing is move 1, attack with claws. Okay, so move 1. And attack with claws. His claws is 2 red, -1 armor. And he's going to attack the person with the most gold. Oh, crap. That's my hunter. I didn't use my star power this time. We're going to be losing some coins. Oh, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. He misses. Oh my gosh, he misses. That's great. The other one's going to activate and do the same thing, but he probably won't miss. This guy has a ton of gold. I don't want to lose it. He hits once. -1 armor. That means my guy gets to use his shield. So he gets to use the blue dice. Lightning bolt will be a shield. Lightning bolt's a shield. I don't take any damage. I'm safe. I didn't lose any coins. Now, I'm going to pay so I don't get targeted for the rest of the turn. And now that's out of powers. And now I'm going to attack. I'm going to go ahead and attack the one that's worth experience, that heals at each time phase, because we're going to put all our damage into him. And I'm going to hit as hard as I can. So I'm going to focus it. I'm going to drop my blue die, remove a hit dice, and automatically get a lightning result. And it's focused. So I get one red, one blue. Hit, hit. So that's 3. I automatically get a lightning bolt. So it looks like I'm doing 4 damage. Focus, hit, hit. I got an extra lightning bolt. I really didn't need the lightning bolt because I got one. But I'm going to use that extra lightning bolt for a hit. So that's 4 damage. 4 damage goes in this guy that only has 4 health. He's -1 slash. He's dead. And I get his little crystal. So I take his crystal. He dies. My turn's done. And now we have to activate bad guys. We activate bad guys. We get activate all play enemies. That's that guy. He has to target somebody, but he can't target me this time. So he's going to go to most wounded. Most wounded fails. He goes to one with least hit points. That's a tie. If that fails... Oh, I was flipping in the storybook. I wasn't going to find anything. So let's go back over here and check in the main book. And I know what page that's on. It's at the very back under enemy assignments. The closest in terms of area distance starting with 0. The controlling player chooses. So I'm going to have him attack the person with a ton of armor. And I forgot something. When I hit this guy really hard with the arrows, there's a couple things. So when I hit that other guy, I think I attacked him twice and did damage. 1, 2, 3. There should have been 3 health put out. Everybody in that cell, she did 1 to him, I believe, would have taken 1. Then he was here and hit him once, and everybody would have taken 1 when they attacked that other blue one. And then the red one. When they attacked the red one, he also did a 1 damage to everybody. So everybody's hurting pretty bad. Now, when I killed that blue one with the arrow, everybody should have taken 2 damage. This one got automatically absorbed. He's going to take 1, and he's shielded, so he's good. This guy's going to have to roll to shield. He got a lightning bolt. He's good. So when we killed this guy, nobody got hurt for it. So, sorry I having to backpedal, but I sometimes forget that little, area spine thing. Now he's going to attack, and it's going to be the most wounded, and there is a clear most wounded. So, great. Now if there's a clear most wounded, it's her. He attacks her and gets a ton of damage. So, let's see. The blue guy claws 2 dice, and -1 armor. So she got 1 armor gone. And she's got an armor. So she can get rid of this. The lightning bolt didn't do anything. She's got 2 damage coming in. 2 dice. She saves 1, and she takes another 1. So she's almost dead. She's hurting pretty bad. All of us are actually hurting pretty bad because they forgot about the stupid spines. And now it comes up to her turn. Her first action is going to be to heal everybody 1 HP. 1, 1, 1. And then her second action is, then she's going to attack. And she's going to make it focused. So she's got 3 blues and a red. So she focused it 1, 2, 3. Got 1 lightning bolt. I can re-roll any hit dice. I'll let it be this one. Didn't help. 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's a focus. I do kill this jerk, and he drops 10 on the ground. But I really didn't think that through. People were getting hammered by spines, and I wasn't paying attention to it. Luckily, I'm catching my mistakes as I go, but it really bothers me that I'm forgetting that stuff as I go. But we made it through, and he's dead. And we got to see what the story event says. I don't think there's a story event when we kill him. So she had the 3rd turn. The turn is done. We do the event stuff, which is going to be take this card, put it on the top. We're starting to get low on events. I think we got 4 left. So we have to start doing some stuff. So, time frame. Flip. 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 I'm going to go ahead and activate my healer first. We're all on this spot right here, and this is pretty bad. But I'm going to go ahead and open the door with her first action. Oh, actually, she's going to heal everybody first. She uses 1 action to heal everybody. So everybody gets to lose 1 health off of them. Her second action is going to be to open this door. Now that that door is open, we have to pull a trap. No trap. Thank you. We got no trap there. Probably going to have to spawn something over there. But that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get there and attack. 1, 2. And we're going to have to spawn an enemy, so I have to shuffle all this. Oh, in the time frame, I got to level. This guy moves on to level 2. And now, he has 2 actions. And I need to look at what his talents could be. These aren't my talents. Let me see if I can find the talents. Not here. I should have kept them handy, but I knocked something off the table earlier, and I think that caused me some trouble. Ah, talents. Once per emporium, no. Each time you save, no. At the beginning of the quest, choose a teammate, and you get an extra hit die per act if your teammate is engaged with the enemy. Seems pretty awesome. That would have been amazing on my archer. Why didn't I pick that up on my archer? The stupid lightning bolt thing's not as cool. I think I'm going to save this thing for my archer. So I'm going to take runner so I can move a little bit better. And I'm allowed to dash twice per turn. Okay, now that we have that straight, let's keep moving forward. And that took me 4 soul gems. So, she's moving around the corner. 1, 2, and now we spawn this thing. This thing is going to be 2 enemies. Not what I wanted. 2 enemies is much worse than 1. That's an enemy power I was about to grab. So let's shuffle these guys up and get 2 more enemies on the board. I was planning on zerging over there and fighting, but with 2 enemies, not sure I want to. 2's a lot worse than 1. And it looks like we're getting a green. Oh, that's... You know what? I might chance it for 2 greens. So, 2 green guys over there. I might be able to put one of them down immediately. Neither one has a special power. One has a soul gem. 3, 4, and I'm going to attack. That's 3 blues, and they're red. I'm attacking the one that has the soul gem. Come on. 1 hit, and I get to re-roll any die. Okay, I do 1 to this guy. That was not the best thing that could happen. So this guy's got 1 on. And of course it's the guy with the soul gem. I like killing the guys with the soul gem. Now we have to activate enemies. Activate all blue enemies. Otherwise, all enemies perform an attack. All engaged enemies perform an attack with their main hand. Main hand weapon is claws. So 2 claw attacks coming in. First claw attack. 2 hits. I absorbed 2 hits with my armor, so we're good. Second claw attack. 2 hits. I absorbed 2 hits. We're good. Because 1 from my shield that has an automatic armor, and my studded leather has an armor. So we're good. That panned out pretty well for us. I think I'm going to activate my archer and just go drop those guys. So my archer is going to pick up some money. And he's going to pick up both these things. 20 more gold. He's got a ton of gold. I think that maybe your gold is supposed to be stolen, but since I'm keeping it on 1 person, it doesn't seem that dangerous. Unless he gets the crap beat out of him. The other thing was a treasure. So let's go figure out what the treasure is. The treasure is, until end of time phase, you cannot be targeted by enemies. I can hold 3 things in my bag, so I'll put that in my bag as well. 1, 2, 3. And I guess I'm going to attack from here. So I need to put that guy down. In order to put him down, I'm going to use my free action to get a lightning bolt. Actually, I will focus the attack. When I focus the attack, it gets +1 hit. So I'm focusing... Do I need to focus the attack? Let's just use this. I get an automatic lightning bolt. So as long as I get 1 hit on these 3 dice, we're good. So I used one of my powers so that I get a lightning bolt. That lightning bolt's going to be used for damage. I roll, I got enough damage. I can also perform a crit, but there's no point. I kill this guy. He's the one with the soul shard. I collect a soul shard. So, and I didn't even focus. So we're in good shape. So where's my soul shard? Right here. I'm trying to get to 9 because it's 3 times 3. I want to get her bear form. Once she has bear form, I'm going to be so excited. Alright. Now I'm going to use an action to activate twin arrows. And I'm going to focus that attack. Those are my 2 actions. And twin arrows, I get to shoot another target. I get a hit. I get a lightning bolt. The lightning bolt's used for an extra damage. That's 3 damage. The guy has 3 hit points. He dies. He drops 5 gold on the ground. The archer's amazing after the upgrades. So, we are there. I'm stuck on the spawn gate, which is probably going to suck pretty soon. And now let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4. He could dash twice a turn, but he doesn't need to. He's going to move to here. He's going to use his extra action, since now he has 2 per turn, to open this door. I'm hoping I spawn a whole lot of stuff. Oh, looks like there's nothing in there. So I'm going to have to get to that card, and I'm sure I'm going to drop a ton of stuff on my archer. But we have to pull a trap. And let's say each hero within 2 areas, 1, 2, both those, becomes slowed. I haven't had slowed happen, so that's interesting, but it's not the end of the world, so I'm happy about that. I'm going to save with my cleric first. My cleric gets a star, he saves. Now I'm going to save with my druid, does not get a star, and I'm slowed. I don't know what the symbol is for slowed. So I'm going to look at the little chart and see what symbol is slowed. It's a heart with like a blue thing in it. So she is slowed. Let's find out what that means. Can only perform 3 actions and only 1 movement or 1 combat and 1 action. Oh, that's worse than I thought. We'll have to touch base with that again once we find out what's all going on. So I can perform 3 actions and a move, or a combat and 1 action. That actually sucks. Alright, now we have to spawn enemies. So, Archer went, I forgot to flip the little diamonds, but everybody's went, there's no enemies to activate, and now we draw an event. That event is spawn 1 enemy in each area containing a hero. If no enemies are there, check the condition. Check condition hero by hero. And we're going to be spawning number of players minus enemies. That's interesting. Everybody gets an enemy. So, we'll just go this way. He gets a blue enemy that wants his gold. That's unfortunate for him. The next person gets a blue enemy with a power. And that power is going to be, 3 extra hit points. That sucks. The next enemy is a raider. That raider gets a power. +1 armor. That's pretty suck too. So that's fun. And then we have our time frames. Frame. So we get to flip some tokens. And I think we're going to activate the archer. So the archer really wants to help out. And we got to figure out this guy is the one with that special power, since there's 2 of them. And we can remember that because he's got the soul stone on him. So the first person I'm going to activate is my archer, because I don't want to lose any of that money, because it's random, and it's going to be annoying to try to pick a random coin since they're of different sizes. How do you take one of them at random? I guess I could roll a die, but I would need to go get like a 12-sided dice because he's rich. So I'm really not sure how to handle this. So he's going to activate first. And I need to put someone down. The guy on my cell only has 4 health. So I think I'm going to put him down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus the attack. Gets me +1. And I'm going to go ahead and make it a critical, which is going to be, be something related to health. KO'd, that's good because that knocks him down so he can't use his armor. He doesn't have armor, so that really has no effect. And then I roll 3 dice. And we're going to hope for something good. Hit, double lightning bolts. I could apply another crit, but I'm going to use one of the lightning bolts to be another damage. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. He's got 4 health, -1 slash. He's dead. So, I love my archer. So 10 gold drops on the ground. I'll use a free action to pick it up, because why not? Okay, so I've picked up the gold. I've used my action. I will use my movement to get onto this square. That way we can discard this for a free action until end of time phase. You can't be targeted by enemies. So that's discarded so that I will not be a target. Because I don't want to lose my money. Nobody wants to lose money. And now we draw to see which enemies activate. Activate all wounded enemies. Otherwise, activate all enemies using their plus, regardless of range. So, the blue guy's plus, move 2 areas towards the closest hero. Done. The blue soldier, move up to 2 areas towards the closest hero. Done. Attack the hero in line of sight with knife. So he's going to attack with a knife, which means poison 1 is coming into my guy. And a knife does 2 hits. So I absorb 1 with an armor, and then I roll a blue for defense and see if I can get a shield. And I did. So I don't take any damage, but I got knifed. Alright. My druid will use, let's see, I'm slowed. 1 combat and 1 action. Probably not going to kill this guy this turn, so I'm going to go ahead and heal us. So I heal me, I heal this guy for 1 action, and now I can use my combat, which is 1 red, 3 blues. Plus 1, because we are dominating the area. 1, 2. 2 hits. He's got no armor against that. It's blunt. Get a lightning bolt. I can reroll any die. I think I messed this die up. I tapped it. So we rerolled that one, and now we're just going to go ahead and turn that into a stun. So that stun is going to be that symbol, so we're not going to have to activate him. And she's done. We pull to activate enemies. No enemies activate. Reshuffle the encounter deck. Okay. It's the wrong guy. It's supposed to be that guy. It's a person. I grabbed a gremlin. Alright, I reshuffled all of that. My guy's gonna go. He's got 2 reds, 2 blues. He's gonna focus the attack, so it's plus 1. He hits 1, 2, 3, uses double lightning to make it 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and I have an extra lightning bolt. Might as well KO him. He's KO'd. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 coming in. He's KO'd. He can't use his armor. He doesn't have any dice. Sucks to be him. He's dead. And he drops a soul stone. Getting really happy with all the soul stones I'm collecting. Next mission, I think I might have a bear. That was really awesome. So now do I want to push my luck and go spawn that event? I don't think so quite yet. Or I could go back and help my homies. I think we're going to move 1, 2. And we'll call that a day. Well, I could move 1, 2, 3, 4 after killing that guy. So that guy's got 3 extra health. We've done, what, none to him? Thought I did damage to him. I guess I didn't remember to put it on him? Or did I roll really poorly? she attacked, she stunned him. I'm sure she did some damage. I'm not sure how much. I don't want to rewind the video. So let's say none. So instead I'm going to go here because I really don't know what's going on. So my turn's done. I have to activate an enemy. Activate all blues, otherwise enemies perform an attack with their sword. I'm going to count that as an activation, so his stun goes away. Because it says stun, the stunned enemy must skip their next activation. I'm just trying to, I don't know, it's how I played it last time. All engaged enemies attack. I guess that doesn't get rid of his stun, because he attacks with his claws. So he attacks with his claws. I used my hiding, so it's not going to be this guy. It's going to be the most wounded, which is her. So he attacks, gets one hit, she absorbs it, and we're good. We move into the next time phase. Oh, we discard the ambush. We move into the next time phase. We get to flip some cards back. And the person who's going to be the most agile at living is probably going to be my druid. She can definitely make it up there. So I think we're going to go ahead and attack. I forgot, I should have done that damage earlier, but I don't want to be cheating, and I don't want to have to take time to rewind. So we get +1 because we're dominating, +1 because I'm focusing, and then she's going to throw a ton of dice. So, oh wow, I guess this isn't too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 7 health. Wow, that's 7 damage. I wish I knew what was going on. So, let's say, oh, he's already stunned. I could stun him again. Reroll any hit dice. No. I guess I've focused. We're dominating. I could reroll a hit dice. This one might be to get a double hit, so we're going to reroll that one. Nope, still the same thing. 6 damage goes in on him. I wish I would have tracked how much was on him already because he has 7 health. I'm sure he's dead, but whatever. Now we activate an enemy. Activate all enemies, otherwise each enemy recharges 1 charge. They have no charge. And heal 2 per act. That sucks. So they heal 2. I'm going to go ahead and say we're going to activate our archer next. He's got 3 hit points. So let's just say it's focused. I'm dominating. It's focused. Let's pay for a lightning bolt. So no matter what I roll, I will get a 3. Well, I didn't need anything. He's dead. We get a soul gem. I then pick up this money, which I have a ton of money. It seems like money's a little weird in this game. I think it's because they want you to forge gear. So he's dead. I know I'm going to get an event. I really want the story event to go there instead of whatever is going to happen. So I'm going to move 1, 2. My turn's done. Oh, I would have taken 1 damage from the poison. So I'm at 1 damage. I'm going to use an action to heal myself. So that's gone. And now I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and do the story event. Read and apply the story events described in the book. So I still have 1 action left and an attack, because I might need those. So the story event's going on there. The story event is... Oh, I forgot to do waypoint 3. Crap. Waypoint 3, which happened way over here. I missed the waypoint because I was so concerned about the story events. So let's see what that waypoint would have been. The hero finds a secret door. Remove the wall from that from tile 18B. Place and connect 17B tile so that the site marker is close to 18B. Place a chest token on 17B and remove the waypoint. Okay, so that's not a big deal. There's a hidden chest that we found. That actually is perfectly still okay. So we need to go find we might be able to access that chest still. So story event, chest, waypoint 3, we need 18B. So I need to go grab 18B. Oh, 17. On here, place the site token here. And now we need to put a chest there. Needs to be one of these chests at random. It'll be whatever this is. There. Maybe we'll go back and hit that chest, but maybe not. I probably wouldn't have stopped for it due to the fact I'm worried about time. So I don't think that affects the mission at all. But now we have to do story event 3, 220. So it turns out I've made a fair amount of mistakes, but I've been able to clean most of them up. And the one at the beginning where I forgot that guy's power, he never got a turn to activate to use his heal because he attacked with his offhand. He didn't actually do an activation. I'm not sure if that counts as an activation or not, so that's still up in the air. I'll find out before I run my next mission. The heroes finally reach the underground hall, a room completely carved in stone. From the shadows created by the flames of the bracers, a group of raiders appear. Bracers? That seems weird. One of them, possibly one of their leaders, speaks to the adventurers with a soft, threatening voice. Seems like the high priest resurrected you all just to grant us the possibility to kill you again. The matters of the guild are not your business. Heroes or not, you will die. Open the spawn gate with the lightning bolt. Place a blue raider in spot 3. Blue raider? I think his card was still sitting around here somewhere. Okay, blue raider. These guys are dead. I can move those powers. Okay, blue raider in the spawn area. Spawn the green raider in the spawn gate if it's not already to play. If it's already in play, discard all of its wounds and body conditions and move them over to the spawn gate. So here, the green-blue raider. I think that's the one with the power up. It says green. I'm gonna have to use the entire deck now. So the green raider. They both have powers. Let's go ahead and take care of this. The boss has a power of all attacks inflict fire 2, and dogs are an extra hit. This guy's power, at the beginning of each event phase, before managing the event card, roll a blue die. If it's a hit, activate this enemy. That's annoying. Okay, let's keep going. When one of these raiders dies, remove it from the quest. Okay, good enough. All right. Immediately activate both raiders. So the blue raider is going to, this is pretty scary, attack with a sword. Hit, and he gets to activate his knife because he's dual wielding. So I get to roll 1 defense. Good. Now he activates with his knife, which does 2. I get a lightning bolt, so I get to reroll my defense die. I get a shield, so I'm good. But I take on poison 1. Activating the other guy. The green raider, if 2 to 3 used aim shot, and he starts with a charge, the handbow attack inflicts +2 damage and a crit. His targeting priority is the most wounded. Neither one's the most wounded. The one with the least HP, though, is my archer. So it's going to be a handbow that he attacks with, and it's going to do extra damage. It does 1 damage, plus a lightning bolt. Lightning bolt is -2 armor. So it's going to do a total of 4 damage, and I only get to roll 2 dice. Good. I take 2 damage. That kind of sucked. And his charge is gone. Aim shot is done. The blue raider has a charge for his healing potion now. Okay, if there are more than 3 heroes, spawn 1 additional raider in the story event area. Otherwise, spawn number of players minus enemies. So we still have to spawn 1 enemy. Don't think I'm ready for this last room. It's a blue guy right here. And there's a blue guy here. And this one does not have a special power. Let's keep reading. Place the story event 3 card revealed side up on the event deck. So at least we're not getting some terrible event. Resume play until the green raider and the blue raider die. Then go to 221. I think I'm going to pull this out. I just hope I don't de-level my archer. That's one thing I'm worried about. It is now my cleric's turn. But I can't do anything other than attack. So I'm going to... I already healed. I'm going to focus my attack on this blue raider. Oh, all attacks inflict fire 2. So I'd forgotten. I should have fire 2 now. And +1 hit. So I would have had to roll another hit die. And it would have been a shield. So we're good. I'm going to hit this guy really hard, even though he's anti-blunt weapons. But at least this guy is somebody we can put down. So I get 2 reds, 2 blues. It's focused, so I have +1. I know he's going to take 1 away, and that sucks. But I get a hit. I get a hit. I get a star. I don't get any lightning bolts. So takes that away. Takes that away. And then he takes 2. Now we're going to roll to act. So that's done. Now we have to activate an enemy. The enemy power shouldn't be there. That was something that shouldn't be there. It was a discarded enemy. Activate all red enemies. Otherwise, activate the lowest enemy. The lowest enemy is this stupid green guy. He can't attack with aim shot. Use aim shot. Aim shot only has 1, so he uses handbow. And he's going to use the handbow at this guy again. Because range 2. And it just sucks. Hit. Lightning bolt. He takes away my armor. So all I get is my 2 blue dies, and I might die. Why did I put that over there instead of on him? Oh, it doesn't look like I'll die yet. Good. I only take 1. So apparently I took 2 earlier, which wasn't the end of the world. And now I've taken 1. And I would really like to heal myself. As long as I live long enough, it'll be good. So that's done. And now we go into the event phase. The event phase, we're going to discard this, and we roll. We didn't get a dog. Roll a blue. Oh, if we get a hit, activate this enemy. We did not get a hit. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy we didn't get a hit. So, we make it through. We get to play our turn. Our turn is going to be... probably for the shaman to move into... Oh, during the time phase, I took 2 damage. 1 from poison, 1 from fire. I kind of want to search those things, maybe grab that chest before the game runs out. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I kind of don't want to kill that other raider. I'd like to kill the big guy, although I'm not sure the big guy's quite as scary. Although he does do fire too, and dogs count as a hit. Oh, dogs count as a hit. He didn't have a dog. Good. So he didn't have a miss. So I didn't have +1 extra. Whew. So my priest is actually in pretty good shape. Oh, yeah, he still takes 2 damage because he absorbed it all anyway. So now we just got to figure out who to activate. I kind of feel I have to activate my archer. And the reason I feel this way is because if I don't, I'm going to get attacked. I really don't want to get attacked. I could put down the blue guy. I don't know. I have options. I guess my first thing I'm going to do is heal myself. Well, my other guy could heal me. It's a hard call. I don't want to lose any of this money. So I kind of just want to back away. But before I back away, I want to hit something, and I want to hit it hard. I think the best move, though, might be to take the shaman in. Because then the shaman, all the spots that could hurt me would be tanked. So, 1, 2, heal. That'll help. So, that puts this on cooldown. She's no longer slowed. That was last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'll focus and attack, but who do I want to hit? That other guy's going to keep doing fire to me, and that's going to hurt. But this green guy is pretty annoying too. So this guy's not minus against blunt. So let's hit him really hard. We'll get the other guy in a little bit. Okay, so she's going to focus, +1 attack, and she gets 3 blues. And I think she's going to just go ahead and attack the gremlin, because it's easier to kill. Oh, good choice. So I can reroll any dice. Let's go ahead and get rid of the dog and change it to a shield. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. So the gremlin dies and drops 10 gold in his square. All right. Yeah, her turn's done. So now we have to activate. We do an encounter. I accidentally dropped some of the enemy powers in here, so I'll just discard them as I get to them, because we're not low on enemy powers anyway. Activate all squiggle enemies. That's both my guys. That sucks. So the green guy is going to attack with swords. He doesn't get a lightning bolt. 2 damage. See, absorbs 2 damage. Good. The red guy is going to attack with swords. 1 hit and a lightning bolt. His attack is fire 2, so I get fire 2. The 1 hit doesn't do anything to me. Dual wield does do something to me. I'm going to take poison, and then he's going to attack with 2 damage, so I have to roll a shield. I get it. He's annoying me a lot. So that sucked. Alright, the next person I'm going to activate. Where's the plus on that? Yeah, I can see that. Good. Where's the plus? Right there. So I'm good. I kind of want to clear this out so he can search. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to attack that guy with... Let's just move into that square. 1, 2. Free action. I'll go ahead and use my potion, just so I'm topped off in case he hits me. So I've used my potion. Now I'm going to focus my attack. We're dominating, so I'm already there. And let's go ahead and make it a critical. So let's see what critical we can pull. He has -1 to his attacks. That wasn't a great critical. So I get 1 red, 2 blues. 1 hit, so that's 3 hits. He absorbs 1, and then takes 2. That wasn't the best. It was a really lame thing. I should have activated the guaranteed lightning bolt and he would have died. Enemy encounter, activate all enemies, otherwise the active hero must shift his ability back 1. That doesn't bother me because I'm not dead, and that's what I'm worried about. Okay, when this guy had his turn, he would have drank. So when he drank, he would have healed himself when he did that attack on the cleric. He would have healed himself, drinking his potion, and he healed to full. Then I did 2 to him. So he's actually still got 3 hit points left. My cleric's going to go. He's going to heal himself. First action. His second action, he's going to perform a focused attack in on that guy. So that's 1 and 1. And lightning bolt, shield. Okay, this is a ton of damage. Those 2 lightning bolts are 2 damage. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. He blocks 1 from blunt. He blocks 1 from armor. But then he dies horribly. After he dies horribly, he gives us a soul gem. And after giving us a soul gem, he also drops a bag on the ground. And there's some bags over here. Let's go ahead. Oh, that one's one I already grabbed earlier. But let's go ahead and shuffle. Gotta shuffle all my bags together and see which bag I get. So I focused, I attacked, I pick up 50 gold for free. Then I will use 1 action to search over here, and I roll a red die. Do I get a lightning bolt? I finally get a lightning bolt, so I get another bag. So, oh, that bag was 20, not 50. I just saw it. Oh, no, it is 50, it's right here. I flipped over 20 on accident. So, we're good. So let me move. 20. So I guess I really wanted that 20. So we get 20. We got 1 more thing to search later, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go grab that chest before he went. Now, I'm done moving. We have to activate an enemy. Activate all enemies at a full state of health. That's that guy. So... Oh, when he attacked with swords, I messed up. I believe when he attacks with swords, he moves one away. After moving one away, he would be at this state. So now he attacks with a hand bow one area away. So he's going to choose the person with the least hit points because no one's hurt. Person with the least hit points is my archer, unfortunately. So he attacks with 2 blue. Shield, shield. It does 1 damage. I absorb 1 armor. So we're good. Now, we have to see if he activates. We roll a blue die, and if we get a damage, he activates again. We do not. Oh, after that, he moves 1 away. So he would move to here. All right. Now we do an event. That event is going to be place a treasure card on the active hero. That's a really cool one. I really like that one. So, now we move into a new turn. I'm going to activate my cleric first. Free action. I pick it up. It's a treasure card. The treasure card is roll a blue die. You lose a soul rank. But if you roll a star, you gain a soul rank. It's a really interesting item. Let's look at that. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3 stars. 1, 2 lightnings. Huh. That's interesting. This is a big roll. Takes an action to do that. Let's go ahead and find out what's in the chest. 1, 2, use an action, pop the chest. I take a trap. That trap is going to be saved. Each hero within one area is moved to a spawn gate. That's horrible. I failed my save. Unless saved, reroll, move to a spawn gate, reroll as needed. So I believe the only active spawn gate, I don't know if I was supposed to close the lightning bolt spawn gate. No, it wasn't. So he goes to the shield. Let me double check that. Open this spawn gate. Doesn't say anything about closing that, so I might have needed to put that blue guy at a random spawn gate. That was one of my actions. I don't have any other actions left to search. So I think we're not going to search. We have enough soul gems. How many soul gems are we going to get by killing the Green Raider? 1. That's almost enough to do what I need to do. So that's a big risk. Could cost me 4 gems to get back up level if I failed. But we're doing it. I can't not. Oh, I didn't roll either. Consumables gone. Alright. Now we have to activate an enemy. Most likely, that guy. Encounter. Activate one enemy. Otherwise, spawn one enemy. So, he's going to activate. He's going to attack with aim shot. And he's going to attack at the person with the least health, which is my archer. Aimed shot is a hand bow. He doesn't have any charges left, so... He hits, that's 2 damage. Didn't get a lightning bolt, so I only have to roll 1 save. And I failed, so I take 1 damage. On my turn, I'm going to use 1 action to search. And I'm going to roll a red die. Looks like I got lightning, so it looks like I get a treasure. Move up to 3 areas, ignoring any reactions or hindrances. That's cool. So those are gone. Then I'm going to move 1, 2, free action, take this coin, and then I'm going to shoot that guy as my final action. And let's make it focused, and let's drop one of the blue dice to get a guaranteed extra. So it's focused, which is +1. And let's roll my damage on him. 1, 2. I get an extra lightning bolt. That's 3 damage. So I do 4 damage. But he shields 1, so he takes 3. Alright. Now, I have to activate enemies. My turn's done. Activate all play enemies, otherwise activate 1 enemy. And he's at 2 range, so he's going to attack with his hand bow again. Nothing. So it's only 1 damage. I absorb 1 damage. And activate my shaman next. 1, 2. Let's go ahead and put this guy down. And let's get this mission over with. Okay, I hit 1, 2, 3. It's focused. I hit 4. I obliterate this guy. We get a soul gem. It would have been really interesting to see what would have happened without those soul, if I had rolled and leveled up, that would have been so cool. Or if I had failed, that would have been cool too. So, now that he's dead, did he have any money with him? I should have checked that. I knew he had a soul gem. He had 10 coins, so we got to pick up the 10 coins as well. So, she gets 10 coins. We have a ton of money. Let's go ahead and read the storybook, and we'll see what we're going to get. But the Emporium's going to be very happy to see us. Okay, 2-1. When they both die. The heroes gain 1 treasure. A consumable, it does 4 red die, and it's AoE 0, range 3. It's got bash, and it's got extra damage. That's pretty cool. We're going to give that to the archer. I wonder what the archer gets if he levels up. A new skill. But that's the person we want to level up. Proceed to quest 3. When the guild champions are defeated, one of the raiders cravenly throws his weapon to the floor and falls to his knees, pleading with the heroes. Please, please, spare me. I will help you enter the guild. Take my belongings. I will tell you how to find the guild headquarters. That's pretty cool. Now what we have to do is figure out where we're at. I would have taken 1 more damage, 2 more damage I neglected to do in my turn, but it wouldn't have killed me, so it wouldn't have mattered when I ran away. And even if I had another turn, that would have been 1 more damage. He would have still made it. I need to pay attention to my time phase a little bit better. And also the spines on these guys keep tripping me up. So I gotta pay attention to that too. And the spines on the big red guy. So I gotta pay attention to when I'm hitting them. I rolled back and I took care of everything eventually, but it was sloppy and I need to get better. So I'll be trying to do a better job of that. Unfortunately, I don't think we can make it over to that chest. So let's look at end of mission. Ending a quest. Follow book. All crowns on the ground. Loot all crowns on the ground within base movement. Loot icons. So there should be a loot icon. Like I believe I opened the chest. We get to find out what it was. It was 2 treasures. So I get to grab all loot icons. Which I believe I get to grab these treasures then. Because those are loot tokens. I believe. Because it's 2 treasures. That one's kind of ambiguous. I'm not actually worried about it. I mean, I have so much money. It doesn't even matter. So I'm not going to take those 2 because I'm iffy on if I'm supposed to be taking those 2. Let's go ahead and add up my money just to know where we're at. So there's 50. It's 150. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 250. $285. Let's just go ahead and visit the Emporium real quick so you'll know what I buy. But it's going to be a ridiculous amount of stuff. I might even power up some of my items. Let's see. Those are stash. Okay. So, things I can still buy. I can buy a bag for 40. So somebody can get a bag so they can hold more stuff. I can get throwing darts, which don't seem cool at all. A fire oil. Till end of time plays, weapon inflicts more damage. So I'm definitely buying a bag. We're going to buy the higher end bandages. We're going to buy one of those for my archer. Let's say 2. He needs them. An idol, that's a quest thing. Until we're going to pay 50. We're going to forge some stuff probably. Hero gains 2 armor. Okay. Axes, hand crossbow. A hammer. It's decent. Some really cool armor. We're going to buy that. We already have chainmail. There's a decent hammer. There's a katana. There's a slashing sword. I think the game wants you to just kind of spend money on forging gears and buying consumables. There's not a whole lot you can buy. There's a cloak that counts perform an attack against the same enemy in this attack phase. Goes in your offhand and a fighting cloak. It's a blunt. That seems really lame. Okay, so we have 250 gold. So I'm going to go through this pretty quick. Let's take care of 120 right now. 120 gone. That goes to paying for a new awesome armor. And it is 1 armor, 4 blues. The other one goes to my stash. Now, we're going to spend another 50 on bandages. Well, do I want to spend another 50 on bandages? Why not? We're going to spend 40 on making a bigger bag space. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll be starting mission 3 hopefully in a couple days. Alright, bye.